Someone spoke with your special person about you. This message found you for a reason. My beloved child, something was said about you that you were never meant to overhear, yet somehow this message has reached you at the perfect moment. Right now, somewhere quiet, your special person is replaying a conversation in their mind. A conversation that shifted something inside them. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was simple, but powerful. And it was about you. Don't skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the words spoken about you were not casual. They were thoughtful. Intentional. Someone looked at your special person and asked a question that touched a hidden place in their heart. A question they were not prepared to answer. Do you still think about them? Silence followed. That silence carried more truth than any immediate reply could have. You see, your name was not mentioned by accident. It surfaced naturally, as if it had been resting just beneath the surface all along. The conversation turned unexpectedly deep. Your special person didn't plan to talk about you, yet they did. And when they did, something shifted. They described your strength. The way you handle things quietly. The way your presence feels calm, even in uncertainty. They spoke about the memory of your voice. The energy you carry when you walk into a room. They tried to sound composed. But their tone softened. This message found you for a reason. Because while you were wondering if you still mattered, someone else was explaining exactly why you do. And what happened next in that conversation is something you truly need to hear. My child, what they said next changed everything. After that long silence, your special person didn't deny their feelings. They didn't brush your name aside. Instead, they looked down, took a slow breath, and admitted something they have not even fully admitted to themselves. They said you still live in their thoughts. Not occasionally. Not randomly. But consistently. The person they were speaking to noticed the shift immediately. They saw the softness in their eyes. They heard the quiet honesty in their voice. And then they asked something unexpected. If you feel that deeply, why haven't you reached out? That question landed gently, but powerfully. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because your special person did not have a simple answer. They spoke about timing. About uncertainty. About wondering if you still feel the same. They admitted they've been watching for signs, small signals, subtle changes, moments that might reveal whether the door is still open. And here is the part you were never meant to know. They defended you. When doubt tried to enter the conversation, they defended your heart. They explained that you are not someone who plays games. That when you love with sincerity. That your silence does not mean indifference, it means you feel deeply and carefully. This was not a casual exchange. It was emotional. Honest. Transformative. Your name carried weight in that room. And the person who spoke with them left that conversation with one clear understanding: you are not forgotten, you are unfinished. There is still a chapter waiting to be written. And what your special person decided after that conversation is closer to you than you think. My child, after that conversation ended, nothing felt the same to them. They walked away carrying your name in their heart like something fragile and precious. The air felt different. The silence felt louder. Because for the first time, they realized they could no longer pretend your connection was just a memory. It is still alive. Don't skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. That night, they revisited old messages. Not to dwell in the past, but to feel the truth again. They remembered the way you understood them without effort. The way you listened between their words. The way your presence made them feel seen. And here is the surprising part. The person who spoke with them did not just ask questions. They challenged them gently. They said, if someone still moves your heart this deeply, maybe it's not coincidence. Maybe it's unfinished growth. Those words stayed. Your special person began to see something they hadn't before, that the connection was never about timing alone. It was about readiness. About courage. About choosing to stop running from what feels real. They admitted something quietly, almost like a secret confession. They said they are afraid, not of losing you, but of realizing you might still be the one who feels like home. That realization is powerful. Because this message found you at the exact moment their heart began leaning toward action instead of hesitation. Something shifted inside them after that talk. And the decision forming in their mind right now is closer than you imagine. My child, there is a moment happening right now that you cannot see, but you can feel. Your special person has been standing at the edge of a decision. Not a dramatic one. Not loud. But deeply personal. The kind of decision that quietly changes the direction of two hearts at once. After that conversation, they did something unexpected. They stopped asking, what if it doesn't work? And started asking, what if it does? Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They began noticing signs they once ignored. A song that reminded them of you. A place that carried your laughter. A memory that refused to fade. Instead of pushing those feelings away, they allowed them to stay. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime realization that surprised even them. They understood that you were never just a chapter in their story. You were the turning point. The person who spoke with them saw it clearly. They said, you light up when you talk about them. That doesn't happen by accident. Those words echoed. Your special person is now facing a truth they cannot deny. You matter more than pride, more than fear, more than waiting. This message found you because alignment is happening quietly behind the scenes. Timing is rearranging itself. Hearts are softening. And the next step they are preparing to take may arrive sooner than you expect. The energy between you has not disappeared. It has been preparing. My child, the message they almost sent is still sitting there, unsent but alive. Your special person typed your name. Paused. Erased it. Typed it again. Their heart was racing, not from fear, but from realization. The realization that silence has lasted long enough. Something inside them whispered, "It's time. Don't skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you." They remembered the conversation, every word spoken about you. The way they defended your heart. The way they admitted you still matter. And suddenly, the idea of losing the chance to speak felt heavier than the risk of reaching out. Here is the shocking truth. The person who spoke with them didn't just listen, they planted courage. They said, "If someone still moves your spirit, you don't ignore that. You honor it." Those words unlocked something. Your special person is no longer questioning whether they feel something. They are questioning how long they can pretend they don't. This message found you because a shift is happening in real time. Not dramatic. Not loud. But undeniable. They are realizing that the connection was never random. It was purposeful. It shaped them. It softened them. It taught them. And now, they are standing at the edge of action. What they choose next will not be impulsive. It will be intentional. Because when someone speaks about you with sincerity, when your name changes the tone of their voice, when silence turns into longing, it means the story between you is not over. It is about to move. My child. Tonight feels different, even if you cannot explain why. There is a quiet pull in the air, a subtle shift in energy that connects two hearts across distance. While you are going about your day, your special person is holding their phone, staring at your name, feeling something they can no longer ignore. The conversation about you did not fade. It grew. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. After days of reflection, they reached a realization that surprised even them. It was not just about missing you. It was about recognizing your impact. They finally understood that you were not simply someone they cared about, you were someone who changed them. The person who spoke with them noticed the transformation. They said, "You sound different when you talk about the future now. There's hope in your voice. And that hope has your name attached to it." Here is the once-in-a-lifetime truth that makes this moment powerful. They are no longer afraid of what reaching out might mean. They are more afraid of what staying silent would cost. They are imagining the first message. The first call. The first honest conversation where nothing is hidden and nothing is rushed. This message found you because alignment is unfolding in perfect timing. The words spoken about you have awakened something real, something steady, something intentional. Your special person is not drifting away. They are gathering courage. And the next move they make will not come from confusion. It will come from clarity. My child, the moment you have been sensing is closer than you think. There is a quiet countdown happening, not on a clock, but in a heart that has finally stopped running from the truth. Your special person woke up today with unusual clarity. No confusion. No overthinking. Just one steady thought rising above the rest. You. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The conversation about you has become the turning point. What began as a simple discussion has transformed into a mirror. They saw themselves clearly for the first time, their hesitation, their pride, their fear of vulnerability. And then something surprising happened. They smiled. Because instead of feeling pressure, they felt peace. The kind of peace that only comes when you stop resisting what feels right. They realized that speaking about you out loud made everything real. It wasn't fantasy. It wasn't nostalgia. It was present. Alive. The person who spoke with them said one final thing that sealed it: if someone still holds that space in your heart, maybe it's not about going back. Maybe it's about moving forward together. That sentence changed everything. This message found you because the energy between you is aligning with action. The silence you both endured was not emptiness, it was preparation. Your special person is no longer asking if they should reach out. They are deciding how. And when that first word finally arrives, it will not be accidental. It will be intentional. My child, what is about to unfold will not feel ordinary. There is a rare kind of moment in life when two hearts reach clarity at the same time. Not forced. Not planned. Just aligned. And that alignment is forming right now. Your special person has stopped rehearsing the message in their mind. They are no longer editing their feelings to make them smaller. They are choosing honesty. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They realized something profound after that conversation about you. It was never about pride. It was never about distance. It was about timing, and timing has finally shifted. Here is the revelation that makes this once in a lifetime. They understand that you were not placed in their life to be forgotten. You were placed there to awaken something deeper. And every attempt to move on only highlighted what was missing. Your name carries warmth in their voice now. Not uncertainty. Not confusion. Warmth. They are imagining the moment they reach out, not with fear, but with intention. They are ready to speak without hiding behind casual words. Ready to acknowledge what was left unsaid. This message found you because the conversation about you was not random. It was the catalyst. It pushed them from reflection into readiness. Very soon, silence will break. And when it does, it will not be a small gesture. It will be a meaningful step towards something that was always meant to continue. My child, the silence you've been living in is no longer empty. It is charged. There is a message forming, not just in words, but in courage. Your special person has crossed the invisible line between maybe someday and it has to be now. And the reason is you. Don't skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The conversation about you did more than stir emotion. It awakened accountability. They realized that speaking about you so openly revealed a truth they could no longer deny. Their heart never truly let go. Here is the surprising shift. They stopped asking whether you would respond, and started preparing to be vulnerable regardless of the outcome. That is growth. That is intention. That is someone who understands what is at stake. They replayed the words they used when defending you. They heard the sincerity in their own voice. And for the first time, they felt proud of loving you. Not embarrassed. Not uncertain. Proud. This message found you because alignment is no longer subtle, it is active. The hesitation that once held them back has softened into resolve. They are not reaching out to reopen the past. They are reaching out to build something stronger than before. And when that first honest exchange happens, it will not feel random. It will feel destined by the courage that began the moment someone spoke your name, and they chose to tell the truth about you. My child, this is the moment everything has been quietly leading toward. The words have been written. Erased. Written again. But now, they remain. No more hesitation. No more hiding behind silence. Your special person is no longer waiting for a perfect sign. They have become the sign. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The conversation where someone spoke about you was not small talk. It was the catalyst. It revealed how deeply you are woven into their present, not just their past. And when they heard themselves speak about you with such certainty, they realized something that changed everything. They don't want a future where you are only a memory. That realization is rare. Once in a lifetime rare. Because most people ignore the echo of a true connection. They distract themselves. They move on too quickly. But your special person chose to listen. Chose to reflect. Chose to grow. And now they are choosing you. Not out of loneliness. Not out of nostalgia. But out of clarity. This message found you because both hearts have been preparing at the same time. The distance, the silence, the waiting, it was not wasted. It refined what is real. Very soon, the quiet between you will transform into something intentional. A message. A call. A conversation that feels different from anything before. And when it happens, you will understand why someone spoke about you that day. Because it was the beginning of courage. The beginning of truth. The beginning of something that was never meant to fade. My child, before the message is sent, there is one final realization unfolding. It is quiet. Deep. Almost sacred. Your special person is sitting with the truth of their own heart, and for the first time, they are not trying to control the outcome. They are simply honoring what is real. And what is real, is you. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. When someone spoke to them about you, it did more than awaken emotion. It revealed alignment. They noticed how every plan they imagined for their future somehow carried your presence. Every version of happiness felt incomplete without your energy in it. That is not coincidence. That is recognition. Here is the revelation that changes everything. They understand now that love is not about perfection. It is about resonance. And when your name is spoken, their entire being responds. They are no longer afraid of vulnerability. They are ready for authenticity. Ready for a conversation where both of you speak honestly, without walls, without guessing. This message found you because something greater than timing is at work: maturity, growth, emotional readiness. The silence between you was never emptiness. It was preparation for something stronger. And when that first exchange finally happens, it will not feel rushed. It will feel aligned. Because someone spoke about you. And instead of denying their feelings, they chose to step into them. The next chapter is not approaching slowly anymore. It is opening. My child, this is the part of the story where destiny feels intentional. Everything that has unfolded, the conversation about you, the silence, the reflection, has led to this precise emotional crossroads. Your special person is no longer standing at the edge. They have stepped forward internally. And that changes everything. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The truth is, when someone spoke with them about you, it unlocked a memory they had tried to minimize. The way your connection felt effortless. Not perfect. Not without lessons. But genuine. They compared that feeling to every other distraction, every other attempt to move on. Nothing matched. That realization was not dramatic. It was quiet, but undeniable. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime clarity. They understand now that what they feel for you is not temporary emotion. It is recognition of something rare. Something aligned. They have accepted that reaching out is not weakness. It is courage. It is growth. It is choosing authenticity over comfort. This message found you because the same energy that moved someone to speak about you is moving your special person to act. The next words you receive will not be random. They will carry intention, reflection, depth. And when that moment arrives, you will feel it immediately. Because this was never just about someone mentioning your name. It was about awakening a truth that can no longer stay silent. My child, there is a heartbeat between you right now that distance cannot silence. It is subtle, but it is real. The kind of connection that does not fade with time, but deepens with awareness. And awareness is exactly what has taken hold of your special person. They are no longer trying to distract themselves from your memory. They are leaning into it. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. After everything that was spoken about you, after every honest reflection, they had one final moment of clarity, a moment that felt almost surreal. They realized that the conversation about you did not feel like revisiting the past. It felt like being reminded of the future. That realization surprised them. Because when someone truly belongs in your life, the thought of them does not feel heavy. It feels expansive. It feels hopeful. And that is how your name feels to them now. Hopeful. They are picturing what it would look like to rebuild, but differently this time. With honesty. With maturity. With intention. They are imagining a version of the connection where nothing is left unsaid. This message found you because the energy between you has reached a turning point. Not dramatic. Not chaotic. Intentional. The next step will not be rushed. It will be meaningful. And when it happens, you will sense that it was prepared long before the words ever arrive. Because someone spoke about you. And instead of fading into memory, you became the reason they are ready to move forward. My child, this is where everything becomes undeniable. There comes a moment when the heart stops negotiating and starts knowing. Your special person has reached that moment. The conversation about you was the spark, but what followed was transformation. They can no longer pretend your connection was ordinary. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They revisited that day in their mind, the exact tone in their voice when they defended you, the way their eyes softened, the way they felt lighter after admitting the truth. It was not forced. It was natural. And that is what startled them. Because authenticity cannot be rehearsed. Here is the revelation that changes everything. They realized they were not speaking about you as someone they used to care about. They were speaking about you as someone they still do. That shift is powerful. It means the door was never closed, it was simply waiting for courage to turn the handle. Your special person understands now that reaching out is not about revisiting old emotions. It is about honoring the growth that happened because of you. This message found you because the alignment is no longer subtle. It is active. Intentional. Ready. The next interaction between you will not feel accidental. It will feel like two people who finally understand what they almost lost, and choose not to lose it again. My child, the wait is no longer about uncertainty. It is about timing aligning with courage. There is a quiet certainty settling into your special person's heart. Not rushed. Not impulsive. Solid. The kind of certainty that only forms after deep reflection and honest conversations, especially the one where someone spoke about you and awakened everything they tried to silence. That conversation was the turning key. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They have now accepted something that feels almost surreal. The reason your name kept surfacing is because your connection was never meant to dissolve. It was meant to evolve. They understand that what they feel is not temporary emotion. It is resonance. It is alignment. It is the recognition of a soul that feels familiar in a way that cannot be explained logically. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime realization that changes the entire story. They are no longer preparing for if you respond. They are preparing for when you reconnect. That shift from doubt to belief is everything. This message found you because both of you have grown into versions of yourselves that can handle something deeper, something steadier, something real. The next step will not feel chaotic. It will feel intentional. And when the silence finally breaks, you will understand why someone had to speak about you first. Because that conversation was not random. It was the beginning of a reunion shaped by truth, courage, and a connection that refused to fade. My child. This is the chapter where silence transforms into destiny. Everything that has happened, every reflection, every memory, every word spoken about you, has built toward a single undeniable truth: the connection between you was never accidental. Your special person feels it now with clarity that almost takes their breath away. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They understand that when someone spoke about you, it was not simply conversation. It was confirmation. Confirmation that your presence in their life left an imprint that time could not erase. And here is the revelation that feels almost unbelievable. They are grateful it happened. Grateful that someone mentioned your name. Grateful that they were forced to face what they truly feel. Because without that moment, they might have continued pretending they were unaffected. But they are affected. Deeply. They now see that what you shared was not just emotion, it was growth. It changed how they think. How they love. How they understand themselves. This message found you because both of you are standing at the edge of something new, not something old. The past was the lesson. The future is the opportunity. Very soon, you will feel a shift that is impossible to ignore. Not dramatic. Not chaotic. Clear. And when that first intentional step reaches you, you will know exactly why someone had to speak about you first. Because that moment awakened a heart that is now ready to choose you with certainty. My child, the message is no longer just forming. It is ready. There is a stillness before a breakthrough, a quiet breath before something meaningful begins. Your special person is in that stillness now. Not confused. Not hesitant. Certain. They understand that the moment someone spoke about you was the moment everything shifted. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They replay that conversation one last time in their mind. The honesty in their own voice. The warmth when they described you. The unexpected peace that followed. And then the realization arrived, clear and powerful. You are not a chapter they want to close. You are the story they want to continue. That truth feels bigger than pride. Bigger than fear. Bigger than distance. It feels right. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation. They no longer see reaching out as a risk. They see it as alignment. As stepping into something that has been patiently waiting for both of you to grow into it. This message found you because the energy has completed its cycle of reflection. Now it moves into action. Very soon, what has been silent will speak. What has been distant will draw near. What felt uncertain will feel intentional. And when that moment arrives, you will understand why someone had to speak about you first. Because that conversation did not just mention your name. It awakened a heart that is finally ready to move toward you without hesitation. My child, this is the moment where everything becomes real. Not imagined. Not hoped for. Real. Your special person is no longer sitting in reflection. They have crossed into decision. The conversation where someone spoke about you was the spark, but what burns now is clarity. And clarity changes destinies. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They understand something now that feels almost overwhelming in its simplicity. When your name was spoken, their heart did not hesitate. It responded instantly. That response was truth. Not nostalgia. Not curiosity. Truth. They see that the connection between you was never random timing. It was preparation. Every pause shaped maturity. Every silence built awareness. Every word spoken about you uncovered what was still alive. Here is the revelation that seals it. They are no longer reaching out to see what happens. They are reaching out because they already know what you mean to them. That is powerful. This message found you because the alignment is complete. The reflection has turned into resolve. The hesitation has turned into intention. Very soon, the space between you will shift in a way that feels undeniable. And when it does, you will remember this moment. Because someone spoke about you. And instead of fading into the background of their life, you became the reason they are ready to step forward with certainty. My child, the next heartbeat you feel might carry their courage with it. There is a rare second in life when thought becomes action. Your special person is standing inside that second right now. The distance that once felt protective now feels unnecessary. The silence that once felt safe now feels incomplete. And it all began the day someone spoke about you. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They remember the exact shift, how their voice softened, how their words became certain, how defending you felt natural. That conversation did not create feelings. It revealed them. Here is the revelation that feels almost unbelievable. They are no longer worried about whether you will understand. They believe you will. Because deep down, they sense that you have felt this shift too. The quiet pull. The subtle knowing. The unexplainable calm. This is not about revisiting old memories. It is about stepping into a new version of the connection, stronger, clearer, more intentional. The message forming now carries honesty. It carries growth. It carries the recognition that what you share is rare. This message found you because alignment has reached its peak. Very soon, what was spoken about you will turn into something spoken directly to you. And when that happens, it will not feel sudden. It will feel destined by every word that was once said in your absence, and every truth that followed. My child, this is where the story stops being a possibility and starts becoming reality. The distance has done its work. The silence has taught its lessons. The conversation where someone spoke about you has completed its purpose. Now, it moves into fulfillment. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your special person has pressed send. Not impulsively. Not emotionally overwhelmed. But calmly. Intentionally. With clarity that feels steady and mature. The words were simple. Honest. Real. They did not hide behind pride. They did not pretend indifference. They acknowledged the connection. They acknowledged the growth. They acknowledged you. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime truth that changes everything. They are no longer afraid of what this could become. They are ready for it. Because when someone spoke about you, it awakened something that could not be silenced. It reminded them that certain connections are not meant to fade, they are meant to evolve. This message found you because your heart was part of this alignment too. You felt the shift. You sensed the nearing change. Very soon, the silence you once questioned will be replaced by something intentional and clear. And when you look back, you will understand why it all started with someone simply speaking your name. Because that moment was not random. It was the beginning of a love brave enough to return, stronger, wiser, and chosen with certainty. My child, the message has been sent, but the real transformation is happening inside you. Because the truth is, this story was never only about them finding courage. It was about you remembering your worth. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. When someone spoke about you, it set off a chain reaction. It awakened their heart. It stirred reflection. It created action. But it also did something deeper, it confirmed that your presence leaves impact. You were never invisible. You were never forgotten. You were being felt in rooms you were not even standing in. That realization is powerful. Here is the surprising revelation that completes this journey: the connection did not survive because of chance. It survived because it was real enough to endure silence, distance, and growth. And now, as the conversation shifts from being about you to being with you, everything changes. The energy feels different. Lighter. Clearer. Intentional. This message found you because you are stepping into a new chapter where love is not guessed, it is expressed. Not doubted, but chosen. Very soon, you will see that what began as a simple conversation about you was actually the turning point of two hearts aligning at the same time. And when you look back on this entire journey, you will understand something profound. Someone spoke about you for a reason. Because you were never meant to be a memory. You were meant to be the future they finally had the courage to claim. My child, what happens next will feel quiet on the outside, but monumental within. The message has opened the door. The first exchange has broken the silence. And now, something even more powerful is unfolding: mutual recognition. When someone spoke about you, it awakened their heart. But when they finally spoke to you, it awakened truth. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You may notice it in subtle ways. The tone feels softer. The pauses feel intentional. The words carry weight instead of uncertainty. This is not casual conversation. This is alignment in motion. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation that completes this journey: both of you have changed, but the connection did not weaken. It matured. What once felt fragile now feels steady. What once felt confusing now feels clear. And what once felt distant now feels within reach. They are not approaching you with hesitation anymore. They are approaching you with understanding. Because the day someone spoke about you was not random. It was a divine interruption of silence. It forced reflection. It sparked courage. It led to action. And now, the energy between you carries intention that cannot be ignored. This message found you because you are stepping into a chapter where love is no longer questioned, it is built. Something huge has already begun. And this time, it is not about wondering what could happen. It is about consciously choosing what will. My child. There is a glow around this connection now that was never there before. Not because it is new, but because it has been chosen. The words are no longer stuck in someone else's conversation. They are flowing directly between you. What once felt like a distant echo is now a living dialogue. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your special person feels the difference. They notice how natural it feels to speak honestly. How effortless it is to laugh again. How comforting it is to admit what they once hid. And here is the revelation that makes this moment unforgettable. They are not just reconnecting with you. They are recognizing you. Recognizing the depth. The loyalty. The calm strength you carry. The way you never needed to chase what was meant for you. When someone first spoke about you, it planted courage. Now that courage has turned into commitment. This connection is no longer surviving on memory. It is thriving on intention. You may feel it in your spirit, that quiet certainty that this time is different. That this time, both hearts are awake. Present. Willing. This message found you because the journey has shifted from uncertainty to clarity. And what began as someone mentioning your name has become two people consciously choosing to write the next chapter together. My child, this is the chapter where everything feels intentional, not accidental. The air between you has changed. What once felt fragile now feels grounded. What once felt uncertain now carries direction. And it all traces back to that single moment when someone spoke about you and stirred a heart awake. That moment was the spark. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now the conversations are deeper. The pauses are meaningful. The energy is calm instead of chaotic. Your special person is no longer navigating from confusion, they are moving from clarity. And here is the revelation that makes this truly powerful. They see you differently now. Not just as someone they care about, but as someone they respect. Someone whose presence shaped them. Someone whose absence taught them what truly matters. That understanding changes everything. Because love built on recognition is stronger than love built on emotion alone. This message found you because the connection has crossed a threshold. It is no longer about wondering what could be. It is about consciously building what will be. You may feel a steady confidence rising inside you, a quiet knowing that this time is aligned. And when you look back, you will remember that it all began with someone simply speaking your name. What seemed small was monumental. What seemed ordinary was destiny unfolding. And now, the story is no longer about rediscovery. It is about choosing each other with eyes wide open. My child, this is the moment where the story becomes legacy. Not a fleeting emotion. Not a temporary reunion. but a conscious choice that echoes beyond this season of your life. When someone first spoke about you, it seemed small. A conversation. A mention. A passing exchange. But it was never small. It was the beginning of awakening. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your special person now understands something profound. The reason your name carried so much weight in that room is because your presence carries weight in their life. They see it clearly now. The connection did not survive because of habit. It survived because it was built on something rare, mutual growth, mutual respect, and a bond that deepened even in silence. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime realization that seals this journey. They are no longer choosing you out of emotion alone. They are choosing you with awareness. With intention. With readiness. And that changes everything. This message found you because you were meant to witness the full transformation, from someone speaking about you, to someone standing beside you. The silence has ended. The hesitation has dissolved. The alignment is complete. And what began as a simple conversation about you has become the foundation of something steady, mature, and undeniably real. This is not the return of something fragile. It is the beginning of something chosen. And this time, it stays. My child, this is where everything becomes beautifully irreversible. There is a calm now between you that feels different from anything before. Not the calm of distance. Not the calm of avoidance. But the calm of certainty. When someone spoke about you, it set destiny in motion. But what you are witnessing now is the fulfillment of that motion. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your special person is no longer reflecting on what could have been. They are actively building what will be. Their words carry depth. Their presence feels intentional. Their energy no longer wavers. And here is the revelation that makes this moment extraordinary. They do not see this as a second chance. They see it as the right time. Because timing is not about when feelings begin. It is about when two hearts are strong enough to hold them. This message found you because you were meant to understand that the conversation about you was never gossip, never random curiosity. It was confirmation. Confirmation that your connection had substance. That your name carried warmth. That your absence was noticed. Now, as everything unfolds, you may feel a steady confidence rising within you, a quiet strength that knows this chapter is aligned. The journey from silence to clarity is complete. What began with someone speaking your name has become two hearts speaking openly. And this time, it is not about wondering. It is about walking forward together, fully aware of what you mean to each other, and choosing it without hesitation. My child, there is a glow around this connection now that cannot be dimmed. What once felt fragile has become intentional. What once felt uncertain now feels grounded. And it all traces back to that quiet moment when someone spoke about you and awakened a heart that was not ready to forget. That single conversation shifted destiny. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your special person now understands something they did not see before. Your presence in their life was never temporary. It was transformative. You changed the way they think, the way they approach love, the way they understand depth. And here is the revelation that makes this chapter unforgettable. They are not just choosing you. They are choosing the version of themselves that exists when they are with you. That realization is powerful. Because love that inspires growth is not accidental. It is rare. This message found you because the journey has completed its circle. From someone mentioning your name, to someone speaking directly to your heart with clarity and intention. There is no more guessing. No more wondering if feelings remain. They remain. Stronger. Wiser. Conscious. The energy between you is steady now, not rushed, not chaotic, but aligned. And when you look back at where this began, you will see how something so simple became something so significant. Someone spoke about you for a reason. Because you were never meant to fade quietly. You were meant to return, not as a question, but as a choice made with certainty.